Ready to see something? So it's been over a year since I made the original video, and this was one of the first videos that went viral. And the question was, how do I weld the crank tins on without burning the O-ring that's right behind them? And I'll switch the camera around. So how do I weld the tin onto the body without burning the O-ring that sits right here underneath it? I mean, how do I do it without getting any sort of a heat affected zone all the way around, but get good enough penetration so that these don't come off when you rev the cranks past 8300 RPM, because they weren't really designed to be revved that high, and so the centrifugal force will eventually cause these to pull loose. So you guys ready to see how it was done? Because I'm going to show you how I did it. And what's crazy is the answers for this, if you go back and look at the old post, were all over the place, but just a bunch of answers that just wouldn't work. I mean, they would work, but not if you were going to do it in a production sense. So let me show you. Well, I built a liquid-cooled one. So what this is a ring that clamps around the crank body, and then it pumps water from the tank down there up and around here and keeps the heat out of this. This is how I'm able to weld these things without getting any sort of heat affected zone, because basically I keep the crank tins themselves cool, and so then that doesn't allow the heat to propagate around the edge and burn up the O-ring. And that's as simple as it was. I mean, a ton of people had some really crazy ideas, but literally I've seen air-cooled ones done, and they work, well, okay, all right, if you've got a bunch of time to let it cool down and blow air on it and everything. But when I'm doing cranks and I'm doing, 5 or 6 cranks in a row, I have to have something that I can move from to quickly. So I need to get this off of the crank and move it to the next crank. And, I mean, if air-cooled was great, we'd still be running air-cooled engines, but liquid-cooled took that place. So anyway, that answers the question that I asked over a year ago, and this is how I do it.